What's going on, guys? In today's video I'm going to be doing something slightly different than my usual content. Now I will be doing a review and setup video on the EWin racing gaming chair that the company EWin just sent me. Now this particular chair is part of their Flash series, which is essentially their heavy duty line of gaming chairs. Now what I mean by heavy duty is that this chair is actually capable of holding up to 550 pounds, which in this case a chair that can hold up to that much weight is essentially unheard of, since other competitor gaming chairs can only hold up to 300 pounds. Also, another thing that you can take into consideration is that since this chair is rated for 550 pounds, it is pretty safe to assume that it is built tough and will last a very long time. Now, one quick disclaimer that I would like to bring up to you guys is that EWin did send this gaming chair to me, and I would like to let you guys know that I will be giving my full honest opinion on this chair. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this gaming chair fully unboxed and set up and put together. Now, when you first open the box, the first thing that you guys are going to see is the base of the chair itself that the wheel's attached to. So just for now, we're going to go ahead and take that out and move it out of the way. Now from there, you guys are going to notice the seat back of the chair itself. That is going to be all covered in a nice plastic material. That way there, it was nice and protected during the whole shipping process. And then you will also notice the small box that came inside of the bigger box. Now the first thing that you're going to notice is that right when you open up that smaller box is that there is going to be a small brochure that is going to show you guys all of their gaming chairs that they have on their website. Now as you can see, they have many different versions. All of them have different specifications. For example, some hold more weight, some are for smaller people, some are for slightly larger people, and they essentially have all of your perfect needs for whatever you want. Now opening up that brochure, there is actually a pretty detailed and well-instructed instruction sheet. But for this video, I'm just going to go ahead and toss off the instructions to the side because I think I can figure out how to put the chair together on my own. Now the first thing I'm taking out is the heavy-duty caster wheels. Next we have some Allen tools that are going to help us assemble the chair. Then we have a couple of beauty covers that are going to hide a couple of the areas where the screws go. That way there your chair is going to look very nice once it's fully assembled. Next we're looking at the heavy duty piston that's going to actually allow the chair to move up and down. And finally we have the main control mechanism of the chair itself. So this is actually the piece that bolts onto the bottom of the base of the seat where you sit on. And we have the main tensioner. That is what allows you to rock the chair back and forward. Fully loosened means that your chair is going to fully go all the way back very easily. And then if you tighten it, it's obviously going to be slightly stiffer. Now one of the levers on the side of this mechanism actually allows the chair to lock in place. So that way there your chair isn't rocking all the way back. And then the other lever is what allows the chair to move up and down. Now it is time for the assembly of the chair. I'm actually going to go over the easiest way possible to put everything together. Now the first thing that I did, I took the backrest and I took out all of the 4 socket cap screws that are on the side of this back seat. Once I took those out, I just set it to the side. And then I took the base of the seat where you sit on it, and then I just slightly moved the lever so that it made an obtuse angle. That way there it'll be slightly easier to attach the seat back to the base of the chair. As you can see here, I'm just directly lining up the holes onto the frame of the chair. And then you just want to get one of the screws in, and you can use one of the supplied Allen wrenches to screw in the screw if it gets a little bit too hard for you. And then I moved the chair to the other side so I can access the other 2 bolts. Now this side was a little bit tricky. You actually have to push down in order to allow the bolt holes to line up successfully. But with a little bit of force, there was no issue at all with getting the 2 screws in. And what I like to do, I just put them in not so tight, and then once I had the full seat back all the way screwed in, I went around with the Allen wrench and I cranked them all down. Now that your 4 Allen screws are securely fit into the back seat of the gaming chair, we can now attach the beauty covers. Now this is very simple to attach. You just take one of the supplied screws that came in that see-through clear package and you put it through the hole, and then you just want to go ahead and line up that screw with the center hole that is on the main bracket that holds the seat back. Once you line those 2 up, you can just go ahead and take your Allen wrench and you just want to go ahead and screw it in. Now you don't want to go too tight, but just enough where it can perfectly stay in place and it's nice and sturdy. Once you get both sides on, we can go ahead and attach the button cap, which is actually going to hide that screw so that you don't see it, and it makes the chair look a lot better. And there you have it. We now have the base attached to the seat back, and it's pretty much that simple. Now the next step, we just have to flip the chair all the way back so that it's so that the base is facing up, and then we can attach the control mechanism of the chair itself. Now in order to attach that control mechanism, we just have to remove these 4 screws. Now that we have all 4 screws removed, we can go ahead and take our seat tilt adjuster and then hold it up to the 4 screws and then simply put them all in one at a time. Now again, what I like to do, I just simply like to put them in by hand, and then after I go back with an Allen wrench. Now one thing that you want to remember is that when you attach the seat tilt adjuster, you just want to make sure that the tensioner is facing towards the front of the chair, or I guess you could say the area where your legs are going to be. Now I am taking the heavy duty base of the gaming chair and I'm just simply going to attach the heavy duty casters to to it. Now putting the casters into this base is very simple. All you have to do is hold it up to the hole and then you kind of just rock it back and forward and just force it in with your palm, and then you'll hear a nice click. That means it is fully secured to the base. Next I am going to take the heavy duty piston. Now this is what allows the chair to rise up and then fall back down. So when you install this, you just want to make sure that the blue cap is right at the top, and then you just drop it in directly on top of the base. Now you might not think that this is secure, but gravity and the pressure when you first sit on it, that's just going to force it into the base, and then it's essentially never going to come undone. Now once your piston is in, it's pretty much almost done. Your gaming chair is just about fully assembled. Now we just have to take the main part of the chair itself and just line it up with the back hole on the seat tilt adjuster. Now that hole is actually located directly behind the seat tilt adjuster. Now, and once you find it, the seat is just going to fall directly into place and it's going to line up on its own. And there you have it. Your gaming chair is now fully assembled and you're pretty much ready to go and sit in comfort. So as you can see, I went with the black and blue leather design because it is going to match my gaming setup. Now as I said before, they do have plenty of other colors and designs in chairs, so you can go ahead and go on their website and pick any one that you desire. Now moving on to the functionality of the chair, I would like to go over the armrests, which is very important to me because when I'm doing my custom gaming controllers, when I'm building them, I like to make sure that my arms are fully secured in a position that allows me to work in the most comfortable way. So going over the first adjustability is the button that's located directly in the center of the armrest. Now when you hold this button in, it actually allows you to slide the armrest side to side. That way there you can get it either closer to you or further away. Next, the armrest actually allows you to fully clock in different directions, so you can clock it all the way to the left or all the way to the right. Then we have the button that is located towards the front inner part of the armrest. Now what this button does is that it allows you to actually slide the armrest front and back. So again, you have even more controllability and adjustability to ensure that you are in the most comfortable position with whatever you're doing. And finally, we have the latch that is on the outer side of the armrest. Now what this latch does is that it allows you to move the armrest up and down. Now moving on to the lever that is on the side of this EWin gaming chair. So this lever is actually built very tough. Now I have actually used other gaming chairs that this lever felt kind of cheap, and then as you're clicking it back it kind of feels scary. But with this heavy duty gaming chair, each click sounds very satisfying and strong. Now next I would like to go over the comfort of this gaming chair. Now the first thing I would like to mention is that the overall thickness of the base where you are actually sitting on is extremely thick. And it actually comes in at around 5.5 inches of foam. Now I'm actually coming from my previous gaming chair, which was a Tesoro gaming chair, as you can see here. Now that seat base was actually something that I always complained about because it was very thin, and over time it actually made me very sore after sitting for a couple of hours. Next we could go on to the lumbar support of this chair. So as you can see here, it is very thick and it's actually very tall as well, which is very useful. And it even gives you the functionality of sliding it up or down. Now we come to the headrest or the neck support, which is surprisingly very soft and plush. And for me personally, it actually provides the perfect amount of neck support, so when I place my head back, I know for a fact that my neck is never going to get sore during long periods of either gaming sessions or building some of my controllers. And there you have it. Overall, this gaming chair is very comfortable, and I am very happy that I finally have a replacement for my previous gaming chair, which never allowed me to sit through long sessions of working or gaming. However, there is actually a slight downside to this gaming chair that I really didn't want to bring up, but unfortunately I have to, and it is that if you have pets, you are never actually going to get a chance to be able to sit on the chair, because for example, my cat Eva really loves this chair, and every time I walk away from it, she instantly jumps right back onto it just so she can take over. And I'm telling you, as soon as I put this chair into my office just to test it out, Eva just directly jumped right onto it, and I just simply couldn't get her off. So for the rest of this video, I would like you to enjoy some videos of my cat Eva just sitting there enjoying her brand new gaming chair. And I would also like you guys to go ahead and check out the EWin Racing Gaming website, because if you go there and you actually find a chair that you like, just be sure to use the coupon code JMAGG, and that's going to actually give you 20% off. And it also shows that you're supporting my YouTube channel as well when you use that coupon code, and I would really appreciate it. Now I would like to say thank you for tuning in for the slightly different video that you guys are used to, and I really appreciate the views and the likes and the comments down below, so feel free to let me know what you guys think of this content, and please stay tuned for more videos in the near future, because I have a lot more coming very soon.